What's up, y'all? I'm I know it's dark, but I mean, there ain't shit I can do about it. It's fucking nighttime. There ain't no lights out here, so you'll just have to listen to me. It's better than fucking writing because that shit is so goddamn slow. I can't fucking write forever typing with my thumbs. That shit sucks, man. But I was gonna try to talk about some things that are always on my mind these days. Uh, Life is really wild, and this will just be relevant for a lot of people. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of people. Um, and what it is the truth is undeniable. The truth in life is undeniable, but it's hard. Hard is not the well, it is kind of the right word, but let's just say challenging. Because it really pushes your boundaries. Does mine, anyways. I don't think it has to necessarily, because well, that's just a terrible way to think. I don't think it has to necessarily push your boundaries, but it just does, based on the way that we've all been taught to think and act and behave. I mean, why do you think human society is so fucked up? Well, obviously there's a lot of problems. We all know this, you know. But I think it can be drawn back to one fundamental misunderstanding about life, and that's that we really actually fucking create our own realities, each of us, individually and then collectively as a whole. We create the worlds that we live in by our every thought, feeling, action, word, That's how things happen. We are, something like orbs, or souls, you could say. It's really more accurate than saying we're, people walking around in bodies and shit like that. That's just silly. Like, we're more like, uh, and I mean, if you're into science, they're saying the same shit. We're more like just waves of energy, like living bandwidth frequencies or something. That's still not even close to what you are. That's why a lot of philosophers and people, they say, well, who are you? And everybody gets pissed off when you say, oh, I'm Lee, I'm an upholsterer and a guitar player. No, but who are you? Well, the reason people ask that question is because nobody fucking knows. You don't fucking know who you are. You don't know what you are. You're something so fucking vast and insanely mind-boggling. You'll never, if you've got your finger on it, you're full of shit. You're lost. If you say, "Oh, I'm a child of God" or something like, all right, you're fucking lost, man. You don't know what you are. You're something that's beyond knowing. Um, and that's what people project onto God. They're like, oh yeah, God's this vast, incomprehensible. Well, no, that's you. You are that. Who's the one thinking about God? You. You're that. You know. You are everything. You're everything that exists. And I mean, this is a really, really fucking a never-ending mystery. It never. That's the wonder of it all. You don't want answers. What you want is good questions. Good questions, not fucking answers. People that have answers, I mean, hey, they're fun to they're fun to fuck around with. You know, I listen to philosophers and lecturers and professors and shit like that all day long, all the time. Listen to people talk. I listen to their thoughts, their beliefs, and I'm like, oh yeah, really? Oh wow, that's wonderful. You know, it's so great. But you know, you have to take everything in the whole world with a grain of salt. It's like the more intelligent you are, the most intelligent people that I've ever known in my life get to this point where you realize that intelligence is kind of nothing. You sort of disappear, you know. You just become like, you know. And the dumbest people I've ever met are people that are really, really stuck on fucking one belief or another. Because if you need faith, if you need God, you don't have God. You know what I'm saying? The people that we need to watch out for God people. Really crazy God people. They're good, they mean well, and they're wonderful, but if you need God, you don't have God. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, you know, I give them like 2 days, 2 days to spend with me, and they'll be in an insane asylum, you know, because their whole fucking world will just be ripped the fuck apart. They'll be like, no, why this? What is going on? Like, I don't understand why all this is happening. It's like, well, you know, because I create space for shit to happen. Like, that's what I do. I create fucking empty space and let everything be, you know, and so fucking shit happens. That just tonight I spent the whole fucking night watching UFOs. And if you don't believe in UFOs, good. That's probably why you don't see them. You know, whatever you believe in is what you see. So if you believe in everything, you see everything. The more you believe in, the more you fucking see. Uh, you know, believing comes first, then seeing. Then seeing. It's not seeing is believing. That's kind of a fun way to live for a little while if you want to get practical and everything and, you know, kick people's asses and push people around and all that stuff. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. But you got to step back and just understand that everything that's ever been thought in all of eternity is real. It's all fucking real. And so when you're that fucking open, well then the sky's the fucking limit, you know? But then you have to deal with yourself. And I gotta deal with myself. And I ain't like anywhere near what the fuck I wanna be. You know? And I mean, so, and neither are you. That's the journey that we're all on. It's just like this, you know, it's this really, really cool ass path of like becoming what we're supposed to be, what we want to be. And so, you know, the fun in all that is sort of the discovery. Is like, well, why has this been going on in my life? That we all have these patterns and these certain different things that keep coming up, whether it's like relationships or, you know, or addiction or like, I don't know, man. You name it. The list goes on forever. Uh, I've experienced all of it, you know, uh, everything, and you know, so you got these triggers, things that come up, and they you know, and then but that's the fun of life is that all these things they pop up, and then you kind of move through them like you know, like ravioli. You just sort of like it is what it is, and then you know, you find your way through it. You're swimming through a big fucking sea of ravioli. It's what it is, and sometimes you just need to climb up on one of those fucking meat patties and just ride. You know, ride it out in and the diarrhea soup, like Chef Boyardee. You know, it's diarrhea. You just need to ride it out and then jump back in, you know, and swim around. And eventually, what happens is somebody drains the fucking can, you know, and then you get out and you get into the sunshine, and you're like, wow, you know, something like that. That's as close as you need to, you know. You don't need any more explanation than that. That's like what it is. All this shit about you got to believe in God and everything. That's I just can't see the necessity in it. It's like think about, best way to think about that is when you see the error in the fact that that's an obligatory thought. It's an unnatural thought. It's a very unnatural thought. You know, like earlier, I was walking around this building, and I walked by this flower, and the fucking thing knocked me over. It smelled so potent, like my whole world was filled with the smell of this flower for like 2 seconds, and I stopped and turned around, and I was like, wow, you know. And I just like smelled the thing, and I was like, God Almighty, you know, it was this glorious moment. And I mean, that is what people like to call God, you know. It's just pure. It's pure, blind experience of life. There is no God in that moment. There's no God, you know. It's just blind fucking raw experience. And that's the nature of everything. God is a thought. It's a fucking weird, fucked up thought, too, with a bunch of stupid, crazy, insane stories wrapped around it. I mean, from a lot of y'all people would go insane if you were taken to fucking Israel or somewhere, or you know, Afghanistan or something like that, and just dropped off there. Because, or India, say India, for example, because Jesus Christ and all that, it doesn't exist. That's the fucking Western world. That's all it is. It's just the fucking Western world. And you think you're into this secret to the universe because you have all these spiritual feelings when you pray to Jesus. You're just a fucking pawn of the Western world. That's all you are. That's all your head is, just you're brainwashed by the fucking Western world. You know? And I mean, it's really, that's what I'm saying. If you have this simple belief and deep belief that God loves me and I'll be okay forever, that's as close as you're going to get. But you're still not there. But that's as close as you're going to get. Everything else is fucking goddamn bullshit. All the stories of Jesus died on the cross, and God and Lucifer and Revelations and all this goddamn fucking Bible horse shit. Dude, I'm gonna burn a fucking Bible. It's time to burn another goddamn Bible. Like, literally. I'm gonna put it on Facebook again, and y'all can all fucking delete me. I don't give a goddamn fuck. You know how many fucking friends I got, man? Y'all can all suck a dick. For real. Like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life weeding through this for people who give a fuck, you know? Because it's torture for a lot of people. You know, it's torture. It was torture for me as a young kid, because it's bullshit, and we all know it. You know, it's hard to make people try and stomach bullshit that they know is bullshit. It's very difficult, you know? You make people crazy that way. You make them feel like, you know, doubt their own intelligence. That's not how you make a good human being, by making them doubt shit that they know is true. That's what these goddamn. For God so loved the world, he sent his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believeth in him will not die, but have everlasting life. That's goddamn crap, man. It's pure fucking goddamn crap. You know what that says? Literally, and translated in literal terms? Unless you believe in the Jesus bullshit story, you're going to perish. And to someone who has a really high IQ, that's very hard to buy. Because first off, science has already figured out, the smart fucking people that are scientists have already figured out the world goes way further back than 6,000 years. And good God, there's so many fucking refutable theories that are, promoted by Christianity that it's ridiculous, So, I mean, that's just for starters. That's just to, barely scratch the surface. And so, I mean, you're damaging people when you do this religion shit, man. It fucking all needs to be burned to the goddamn ground at least every once in a while, and then we can use it for, mythological and metaphorical purposes or whatever, just to enrich our souls, because there is value in it. There's value to be found there, but it's on a soul level, and it's not fucking real. It's time to fucking grow up, man. For real, y'all. It's time to fucking grow up and just get real. Get fucking real and get smart and stop playing these fucking child games. Seriously. I'm losing so much goddamn patience with it. I can't even fucking stand it anymore. And it's so thick, because I live in the South, so it's everywhere. It's thick as hell. And I mean, believe me, if you go to church and you do get in with a community like that, there's extreme fucking value in it. So don't get me wrong and think that I'm talking down on church or anything like that, because I'm not. There's extreme fucking value in that. And there is the spiritual world, the world of thoughts and beliefs and ideas. It's all real. If you believe in all these gods, they become gods. They're real. You can believe in fucking Greek mythology and that shit. Those gods are just as real as Jehovah and Satan and all that. They exist on a certain plane. They're just as fucking powerful. But I mean, why? I don't believe in none of it. I mean, I just don't entertain it. To me, life is an entertainment show. That's what it is to me. It's more of a game, and those are just games I don't play. I don't worship gods at all, none of them. So, sometimes I kill them, I slit their throats, and watch them bleed in the city. Watch their bloods fucking flood the street. I'll do that for the benefit of myself and everyone else. Gods don't deserve our respect. They can play with us if they like, but they better fucking watch their step, because like I said, so yeah, that's the kind of shit I think about a lot, because I look at society and the biggest issues that wreck people's lives and, cut them off from the joy that it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be a fucking game. You're supposed to have a lot of fun every fucking day. Every night and every day. You're supposed to have fucking fun. And I mean, that means different things to different people. Some people like, I don't know, gardening. I like gardening, actually. I like everything, but, but it's kind of hard to fucking make a good garden if you're worried about the eternal state of your soul, because you've been told that there's some fucking God that's going to send you to hell if you don't believe in him. I mean, like that flower that I saw, ask it what it believes in. It doesn't believe in shit. It doesn't need to believe anything. Think about that. Since you do believe in Jesus, think about this verse that Jesus said. He said, take thought of the lilies of the field. They neither toil nor they spin, yet they're adorned in finer attirement than Solomon himself, or something to that effect. But you apply that to your mental state. Uh, you know, the fucking lilies of the field don't need to believe in jack shit. You know, so why should we? You don't have to believe in anything. You just have to be. You just have to be what you are. That's plenty enough, you know. So that's all my thoughts on that. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up because that's plenty enough talking for tonight. I got some drinking and smoking to do, and hopefully sleeping. You know, I could use like a nap before I gotta go to work in the fucking morning. But it'll be alright, I'll have fun. So, you know, much love and respect to everybody. So don't take anything I said too serious. It's just me talking. That's it. You know? See ya. I love you.